What is up, everybody? Welcome back into ESPN Louisville Plus. As Andrew Bosch coughs right into the microphone. Welcome back in.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. It's perfect. That's what we needed.
I didn't get a countdown, man.
I'm sorry. I thought about giving it to you, but it is what it is. Welcome in, ESPN Louisville Plus. I saw some people already nitpicking. Is it? 1 second. Give me 1 second. I think. There we go. I had some feedback. I had me talking right back into my ear. I guess it was from one of the opening of the videos. Anyway, welcome back in. I'm Justin Soforo. Coming to me today, Andrew Bosch, as well as we're going to have an assortment of different ESPN Louisville personalities hopefully pop in, and our special guest, Stephen Van Dries, 2013 national champion. You can't take that away from anybody. So we are, well,
AKA
they
the
tried.
Vanilla Godzilla, right?
Yes, exactly. Vanilla Godzilla. One of my, honestly, really, seriously, one of my favorite Louisville players of all time. Mainly because,
without a doubt.
Well, it's easy. Obviously, I'm not trying to do the Homer stuff, but like I went to school, we're the same age. Like, you know, you see these guys, it's a totally different experience. So I'm excited about him hopping in with us, talking a little about Louisville. His feelings on, I guess, maybe Louisville basketball right now, as well as what's he up to? What's he been doing since they won the title? So, Andrew, the game has started. It has, I was about to say kicked off, tipped off, and currently Miami is up 4-0. Just, 2 quick buckets there from the Hurricanes. What's your feeling? Because, like, okay, here's what I'm going to say, guys. And I get it. I know what a lot of people, when I posted that we're doing this, and I saw somebody say, they were nitpicking, saying something along the lines of, why is it called just a watch-along? Should it be a watch party? And I get, because we're sad right now, right? We're sad. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want, but we are watching the game. You can watch it with us. And to be frank, I love Louisville basketball. I will always love Louisville basketball. It is something that drives me each and every day. It gets me through the winters. It usually is a point of happiness for me. We got a 3 there, but now and then we got another deuce over there from
right
Miami.
Now I'm delayed, man.
Are you?
I can't even get it on right now.
Okay,
it says begins January 10th at 7 and.
Maybe try reload that. Try reload that, big boy. Let's go ahead and do that. Anyway, my point is,
imagine I'm missing anything, but
well, you'll see what we get. My personal thing, though, is the way that I want to operate with these. We're doing these watch-alongs, and I have so many people, being like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Because it's about the community that Louisville basketball is to me. This is a way for us to get together and just kind of hang out, and that's the way I'm going to kind of operate this thing. Jack last week, love Jack. Hopefully Jack can come back in. I forgot to, I should have messaged him, but next time, hopefully maybe Jack can join us again. Jack, if you're out there and you know that we're live, it's the same link. If you feel like hopping on, you hop on, big boy. Anybody can do it that has the link. So definitely y'all, ESPN Louisville guys, whenever y'all feel up to it, hop in. Anyway, my personal thing the way I'm operating with this is it's more of a hangout. You're not going to see me do the Jack Grossman, or I say Jack Grossman, but anybody kind of thing of the I'm not going to break down that they shifted to a 1-3-1 defense. It's not going to happen today. That's not what I'm going to react to. You know what I mean? I'm not going to break down the team today. But at the same time, I will have some fun, and we can talk about what we're seeing, what we like, what we don't like, and hopefully maybe they'll give us something to be excited about moving forward. Everybody in the chat, definitely, if you would like to see, maybe you want to ask some questions to SVT, definitely drop those comments in the chat. Let us know. If you haven't already, please, I cannot stress this enough, guys. If you're watching us right now, hit the like button, hit whatever it is. If you're watching us on Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is, also it really, really helps if you all come over to the YouTube channel and just subscribe to the channel, like the video, whatever. That's like the hub of where we're doing all this and where I'm putting out all the videos. I'll try to share out some on Twitter and with Facebook and all that from the YouTube channel, especially ones that are just recorded videos that I put out. But really, for any content, the YouTube channel is the place to go. But we will try to stream it on Twitter as well as the other applications. I understand. We try to make sure we have as much of a reach for you as we can. Like I said, and also, of course, like I said, hit the freaking like button. Do me a favor, hit the freaking like button. All right, we have a few people in here. What's up, people? What's up, Dennis? What's up, Jack Rabbit? I know. Don't time me. Don't time me over here. We're getting started. The game started. We're here now.
Dude, this is a battle. Of course, it says that I can't watch the game or whatever because it wasn't.
You still can't watch it?
Yeah. So I refreshed it and started over, and then ESPN wants me to relog back in now. So that's the joys of being on
You're not missing.
nothing. Go
You're
for it.
you're not missing a ton right now.
Uh,
Let's see. Right now it's 8-3 Miami. We're about 16 minutes 44 seconds left. Yes, bald as ever. Yes, Dennis. That is me. I would be bald. I need to scoot back a little bit from the camera. It's a little bit too much me you're getting. But until if other people get their studio set up, so we can have a little bit less of me later. But that takes time. We got to grow this thing. All right. But again. I wish that's all I ask for. Like that's what I'm begging for right now. Is Louisville basketball? Give me something. Give me something. You know what I mean? Like give me something to break down. Give me something to be excited about. I guess right now the way that I'm pivoting, and so many people, Ethan Moore, Taylor Lynch, who else? I think even Blank's done it a little bit. They've all pivoted too. We got a nice little shot there from James. It's all tied up now, 8-8. Well, you can see. I don't know why I'm updating you. It's up there. I actually put the widget at the top of the screen. You don't need me to give you updates on the score. But anyway. That's offensive, right? No, blocking foul. Anyway, they've all kind of pivoted to who's the next man up, who's the next guy, and we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we're there. Okay, we're there.
I don't know. I think we're there. I think we've hit the point of no return, unfortunately, unless something magical happens.
Yeah, I mean, it would literally have to be a miracle. It would have to be a miracle to change anything moving forward. Though I guess I don't know if at this point if I'd say I'd love to be proven wrong, but I guess prove me wrong. But what I want to see, here's what I want to see. I just want and this is the hardest part too, especially with the transfer portal, and you have does it matter if I see anything from these players for the rest of the season? Does it matter if I see fight? Does it matter if I see, Mike James doing what Mike James does? You know what I mean? Because there's no promise he's going to be here next season. There's no promise that the next guy who comes in isn't going to completely flip this roster, right? So, what do I want to see from these teams outside of not be a pain? Do not physically cause me harm tonight. You know what I mean? Because it has been, and it's been a struggle for me.
My heart hurts for the University of Louisville. As a fan, it burns. And I mean, unfortunately, I'm getting to the point of just writing this season off, and I didn't want to be there and at that point. But I mean, it's just for me, there's nothing worth watching. So we get to have fun doing stuff like this right now.
We do. This is fun, and the way I look at it, and what I'm really hopeful for is this is okay. When I say fun, this is fun. Maybe when we have people hanging out, and we start talking, and we start whatever back and forth. That's fun. I enjoy. That's one of the things that excites me about the opportunity of doing things like this, especially doing it whenever we get the the station studio set up, doing it in person, hanging out, that kind of thing. That's fun. You know what's more fun? Doing this exact same thing with the 2013 team. You might want to have to turn that down. Just because we'll get copyright. We'll get a copyright strike.
We are officially muted.
Yes.
It now works.
You're not muted. You are not muted. I can definitely hear that. Thank you.
Are you good?
Yeah.
It's just a commercial. No big deal.
We'll still get, yeah. Jack Rabbit says, I appreciate the company during these dark times. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. This is you get your post-game venting session. This is your real-time venting session, I guess. Sometimes you need it. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to see if I can find anything. Right now, the main thing for me is... Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got that tweet out. We're... Okay, I hate to go ahead right to this. Who's your guy?
Who's my guy?
Who's your guy?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
It's not a loaded question. Or maybe maybe it is. If you don't have a guy, maybe it is, because I don't want to make you put your flag in the ground on somebody.
So no. So I'm going to be honest. I have a couple. Okay. I think Chris Beard for me stands out. I think he's a viable option, legitimate coach. He's been tested. He's not an assistant coach that's just stepping into this role for the first time. Mick Cronin obviously there's been a lot of conversation around Mick.
Mm,
Here lately, does he look as appetizing as he has in the past? No.
yeah.
But he gets it. He gets it here. And I want somebody with a little bite. I don't want a lovey-dovey coach. I want somebody that's out here to get wins and to build a bench full of dogs.
Can I be honest? Thank you. That's how I feel. I want an AH. You know what I mean? Like I want a
Yeah.
guy who rubs people the wrong way. I want a guy who is going to go out there and be maybe you don't have to be fully gruff. You can be likable, but at the same time, I want a guy. I mean, I hate to go. You don't want to go back to like Patina, but you know what I mean. The guys like that who a lot of if they weren't your coach, if you're a fan of another team, you hate that guy. You don't like
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know why?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because you're nervous. It's because you're scared. That's why.
Right.
I want those
Yes.
guys. Those are the guys that I want. I don't want the. I'm trying not to do it because I'm trying to be. This is on. We're just for reference. We're live on Twitter
We're up, by the
on both
way.
sides.
I'm
are
just
up.
getting into the game.
I
We're
know.
up, by the way. And look, I'll tell you what. I don't know if something magical is about to happen or not. But
Yeah.
I was shutting the garage door a couple minutes before we jumped on, and a cardinal had flown into my garage and wouldn't get out. I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen.
Yes.
I don't know if we're about to be released from something or
Yeah.
if she was coming in or he was coming in to say everything's gonna be all right.
Yep.
But right now,
as they turn the ball over, and, we got it. Okay, that was a hell of a block from Mike James. Hell of a block.
Okay.
That was nasty. Okay, give me more of that. That's okay. That's good. That's what I want to see. Stuff like that.
So maybe the Cardinal was a good omen.
The problem is that three. You
Oh.
the momentum you
Right,
lose by
right.
not converting on something like that.
Right.
That kills me every time. Okay. I thought Danilo lost that.
Yeah.
Everybody says Danilo. Is it Danilo? I mean, people say Danilo, but I mean, are you gonna pronounce it like where's he from? He's like Serbian, or is he Serbian or something like that?
You have no idea.
I feel like most
have
of those you pronounce the I like an E instead. Anyway, I guess people don't care. He's not gonna be here next year.
I'm
anyway.
just gonna nod and say sure.
Yeah, let's. that's fair. Let me touch on some of these. Oh, there we go. Oh, it looks like your boy's joining us. Let's go ahead and get him in here.
Okay.
All right, guys. If y'all have any questions, make sure you drop that in the chat for him as well. Let's go ahead and bring him in. I'll let you introduce him if you want to. And let me get him set up. I got him. He's in the guest room right now. Let me get him set up in here. And there he is.
Oh man,
What is up?
What's
sorry,
going on?
I was hustling getting that little guy down, man. He was struggling tonight.
Hey man, that's important. That's an important part of the day in for a father, man. So, heck yeah.
And I was looking at the score, so I was trying to put the game on. I'm in scramble mode right now.
What's
So
up? Sorry, go ahead.
Go for it, Justin.
No, I just want to say hi and introduce myself. I've never. Well, actually, I think. Okay, I've met him a long time ago. I think we were both in school at the same time, so we've run into each other a couple times. But what's up, my guy? How you doing, Steve? I'm Justin Soforo. We're doing this watch along, and it's a pleasure to have you here. One of my. I'm not BSing when I say this. One of my favorite players from back in the day.
I appreciate that.
Better days. One of my favorite days. Of course, I mean you can't really compete with that year. But how are you doing? Welcome in. What have you been able to watch much? I know you said you kind of just keep an eye on the score today. Or
I literally I was feeding my son his bottle before I put him down. And long story short, I was checking the score right before because I was trying to hustle. I knew I was a little. I told you guys I'd get on a little bit sooner, but I was just trying to hustle and try to actually see what's going on. I mean, I'm getting ready. The room might be a little darker, but I'm gonna put a TV on here in a second.
Oh, it's great. You do whatever. That's the one thing. Well, first of all, you got a son. How old is he? How old's your kiddo?
He just turned 16 months.
Oh, congratulations! I'm a father
Thank
myself. Best thing in the world. Best thing.
I'm just trying to be like Andrew, man. He crushes it.
He's got. How many you got? You got 3? You got 4? 7?
I've got 3. And my little boy Crew, he just turned 1 yesterday. So we just did like a small family smash cake thing, but I think we're doing something later in the weekend for him and all his 1-year-old friends, I guess.
Okay, I got to ask you, what's your favorite part of being a father?
Oh man, you asking me, or
Steve,
Steven?
Steve first. Like, come on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can ask you the
I
same
would
thing.
assume.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. It's kind of weird that another human. I mean, yes, your wife. This is different when it's a child and they want to learn from you. I think that's the coolest thing is him following me in my footsteps and watching him grow. It's been fun.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that. Okay, Andrew, go ahead. You let me know.
No.
I care. I do care. You go ahead and you tell me too.
The best part of being a dad? I don't know, the smiles, man. Every once in a while, they're going wild and butt crazy. They're just going crazy. And then you get that one moment where they smile, and then you're like, all right, that's when it's worth it. Or they learn something really cool. That's pretty cool too. When they
Yeah.
start picking up on something, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I don't know if you all have had this. I guess I don't know. I want to say this experience, but so I've got a 3-year-old now, and I have he's about to be 1-year-old in like a week or two. My next born kid, they both did it. Both the experiences when they were about the age of your child and my youngest, all they care about is mom, dad.
Yeah.
It's like a fight. Like I've fought to try to get their attention. Be like, just let me hold you. She's in the same room. Just let me hold you. Love me. Like me.
Yeah.
No. You're just a sidekick.
Exactly. But once they get to about that 3, then they're all about dad. So it's great. But well, tell us what you've been up to. How have things been going since you've obviously won a championship? I know you're in real estate. Is that right? Currently?
Yes. So I actually played basketball overseas for 3 years in Japan. Got to play against Jorts, so that was fun to get to actually play against
Nice.
them. I'll try to make this a long story short.
Wait. First, how the results of those games go?
We beat. Actually, we split. Because we played 2 in that league. You played back to back. So Saturday, Sunday, and I think they beat us on Sunday, if I recall. But
you dominated him though, right?
I would say
just say you dominated.
But also, no, we won. I should say he did well in the second game, but he plays on the perimeter more than you play in the post. Like, and obviously
Really?
too, heck, back in like 15, 16. Think about how much basketball's changed since then. Like it's all 3-point now versus, I mean, there was more post play then.
Yep, that's awesome. So, okay, and then now, what are you up to now? Sorry, I apologize.
So I went from playing basketball overseas in Japan, and then I got married here, and I got into real estate, and I've been doing it with my wife now. We're both at Simmons Realtors, and been enjoying it. Just got 2 things under contract yesterday, so that was a good day.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, definitely plug that while you're here. I don't know if there's more details. You said Simmons Realty, just definitely letting people know where they can reach out to you. I know plenty know if they're here. But
I mean, it's easy. I'm easy to get a hold of through any of the social medias. Unless you're being annoying, I'm not going to respond. Other than that, I'll respond.
That's awesome. So, I guess my question that I kind of go into this is, what's your current feel of the status of Louisville basketball? Where do you see it going? Like how do you feel right now currently as a former player? And like, what are your expectations, I guess? Kind of.
I mean, my expectations are obviously similar to the fans, but also I've seen both sides of it because I wasn't on the coaching side, but as a player, you're kind of in the same boat as the coach, and you can feel the fans and what's going on. And I'm not there at practice. I don't know what's going on behind. That's the one thing I have no idea about, like what's going on, but. Right. Yeah, obviously, I wish we were, producing a little bit better than we are right now. And, I was hoping to. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I feel like everyone right now doesn't know what's going to happen, but obviously, we're all cheering for the guys and support the guys.
Yeah, definitely. I just think, I guess, more kind of like when I watch these, it's so difficult to put myself in that position to realize like everything. We don't have to touch on everything, but everything that. The program's gone through, and then what the players have gone through personally, and to see them, because you see the effort. Like I'm watching the game, and I see the effort from the players. It is a struggle to watch them just to not be able to fully put it together. Right now, we're seeing a little bit better play so far to this game. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Hopefully, they can keep it up. I mean, who knows? I've seen people even throw out there that like because of the attendance issues. That like when they get on the road, that energy from even the opposing fans gets them going a little bit more than
I
they do
mean,
here.
I played. I think we played better away most of the time. Nothing against sometimes. When we played, it took a little bit. We're up by 20, and the fans are kind of just like it's social hour at that point.
Yeah,
There's been times during winter break, there's not a lot of students. I've seen that, but also you could feel it too when you're not winning. They'll let you know. So
yeah.
I mean, it's fun. That's why I mean, our fans are smart fans compared to some other fan bases, believe it or not. So, now that I live in the community, I hear a lot, and I talk to a lot of people, and usually I'll stop the conversation. I'll just give very generic answers, but if they don't know what they're talking about, but there's
Yeah.
been more fans that know what they're talking about.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just gonna throw this one out there. I've heard rumors that you're a bit of a bourbon guy. Is that true? I've heard
I mean,
you looking over
I
his
was,
shelf.
I was
I knew it. Knew it. My brother told me this. Yep.
gonna see what I had over here. I'm acting like I don't know what's over here,
Right.
but yeah, I was like, man, Andrew said I could probably have a pour, and I was like, man, maybe I'll grab one real quick.
Yeah, you
But
you take care of yourself. You get whatever you need while
all right,
we're
well,
here.
I'm getting my good care
I
of
got
it.
some stuff because I know what I'm going to need. I haven't opened my bourbon. I do need to ask you while you're doing this. Then, what is your favorite bourbon? Okay. Let me just be honest. I'm not going
That's a
to
loaded question.
right. I'm not going to get on here and pretend like I'm like extremely knowledgeable. That's my twin brother and my friends. They're all there's some bourbon groups. You know what I'm saying? Like they're out there.
No, I get it.
They're doing all they're it's a side hustle. But
I understand. Yeah,
so.
I've been deep in the game where I don't do that, and I've made a lot of good connections doing. I mean, bourbon's really it's a fun. It's not just all about the alcohol; it's about the people and when it brings people together. So that's one thing I love about it. But to
We're
answer your
collecting
question, I wanted to get you were taking too long to get to my answer because I got to pour this up. No, this is one of my favorites of 23, which is the Michter's Toasted
Yes.
Barrel Strength.
Yes.
So
I love it.
Michter's to me you can't miss on any of their products, but not the. I mean, I plug them all the time on social media. But I love their products. Like again, I drink their Michter's rye with all my old fashions.
Okay, that makes me so happy to hear you say that. Mainly because my favorite bourbon currently is the 2013 the 10-year Michter's is my favorite bourbon of all time. And like I can't get it.
Okay.
Okay, when I say all time, when I say that I'm not going to pretend like I am, like I said, a serious bourbon connoisseur. But in my experience of tasting them, the flavors, the notes that I get from it are my favorite so far. What's your favorite of all time then?
What got me into drinking bourbon neat officially, my very first bourbon I drank that was more upscale was in 12, and it was a bottle of Blanton's. And I was like, oh, what's the big hype? And it was good, but then I didn't really know what I was doing. But then I sought after it. And obviously, bourbon's had this big boom. But the very first one, I was like, I drank it neat, and I was like, I would not put ice in this. It was birthday bourbon, Old Forester birthday bourbon, 2017.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
So that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I just had that I think a few months ago. Like I said again, I'm sounding like Jason Anderson right now. I don't drink a ton of it, but I love that whenever I tried it. I think one of the things that got me a lot too were like the different notes that I never like when you're saying back in like 2012, back in college, like that age. Every time I drink it, it just tasted like it all tasted the same.
Yeah.
It all
You weren't
tasted.
sophisticated enough at that point.
I'm still not. But now, like, I'm starting to get like different notes and stuff. And I'm like, what is this? You got a little bit of like, Michter's always say I get a little bit of like a leathery, like smoky flavor every time. And I think that's what I love. That's one of my favorite parts. Okay,
And that's
Andrew,
what I
what's
like
yours?
about bourbon. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry. No.
I was just gonna say everyone's palate's different. That's what makes it fun. So it's fun to obviously chat about it.
Yeah. It's crazy how big like the community is around bourbon here. Like, if I get a hit that something's dropping and I stop by there's 50 dudes there like that just heard about it a little bit before, and it's crazy just what you have to do to try to grab it. Sorry, Andrew, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna. I'd say my favorite is probably just Woodford Reserve. Nothing special. I'm pretty simple there. I mean, I like Weller, Willet. I like the Willet Rye, specifically the Lion's Share. If anyone's ever had that, it's amazing.
I've never tried that one.
Um,
No.
yeah, it's good luck finding it. If you do, definitely grab a bottle. It's absolutely delicious. But yeah, I'd say Woodford's my go-to for the most part. Reasonably priced. It's always on the shelf, and it tastes delicious.
I gotta tell you, we put out like one of those little short videos before we were doing like a bourbon tasting, and one of my friends, Ashton, I don't know if he knew what he did, but my brother had a CYPB, and it's not a cheap one, I guess. No. I've heard, and he pours this Haas shot about this big, and I just see my brother's face, just frustrated. Anyway, let's get back to actually talking
basketball.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit basketball.
I might move rooms so I can actually watch the game. I don't think I can turn my phone off of this. I don't want to spill something.
Whatever you need to do. I appreciate you for joining us for a little bit today. This is fun. Like I think the way I kind of approaching this is when we do these watch-alongs, the season is what the season is. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we kind of just want to use this as an opportunity to get together, talk about Louisville basketball, talk about different things, but also just kind of like get through it. if I'm being honest,
you're watching. At least you're watching it with good company, and I'll definitely I'll be watching this a little bit more during the season now. Andrew was telling me about it yesterday, so
I appreciate. Yeah, we're definitely. Yeah, I mean, this is honestly still kind of like the maiden voyage of this thing, because like we did the first one last week, and it was just kind of an idea. We're like, we need to get this thing going, and I think we can hopefully have something to build off of, and it'll be a good thing for, especially like when there's away games or for people that, especially, there's a lot of former players or people that were associated with the program, went to the school, that no longer live close to other Louisville fans.
Gotcha.
So
I was going to ask you, do you have the computer on? Like, are you watching the stats right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have it on here.
How many turnovers do we have right now?
Let me pull that up. Let me find which. There it is. Turnovers. If anybody else has it in there, let me know. Let me just pull up team stats.
Sorry to make you.
No, you're good. You're good. I just had to put away the live. So if anything's going on, okay. Full box score.
Oh, down 3.
Team stats. We currently total turnovers. We have 7. They have 6 right now, and we have 11 points off turnovers.
And that's the thing, though. Like, I feel like that's been the biggest killer all year. We just haven't valued the basketball at all.
Mm-hmm. What do you put that on? Do you put that on like? Do you? I'm not trying to just go to this. Do you put it on coaching? Do you put it on like just the players, like their natural? Well, there's a good, nice little turnover there.
There we go.
It's definitely it's a 50-50 game. I mean, at the end of the day, the coaches, that's what they're there. I mean, they got a coach, right? I mean, they're supposed to teach you what to do and what not to do. And I do think, obviously, I'm trying to think about, times when we had high turnover games. I mean, coach would spend 15 minutes doing basic, like, run the ball into your hands type of passing drills. And and if you didn't run the ball into your hands, you were running on the treadmill. Like, it was basically running around for 15 minutes, and you just turn the ball over.
That's awesome. Like, I just think of, like, of course, you think of guys, when I go back and I think about defensively, you think of a lot of guys like Russ, obviously, and players like and then Peyton, the way they would defend. They'd be really good about turning the ball or turning it over. You know what I mean? The other team turning it over, turning other guys over. But, like, I also think, obviously, Russ is another example where he could, play a little bit loose with the ball like that. Is there anything really that, like, do you think maybe it's a little bit more of a inherent trait? Like, certain guys are just more prone to playing loose and fast with the ball like that? Or do you think is it a trained and learned thing that you can really hone in?
Again, that's another one. I feel like there's not a lot of Russes walking through that door. You know what I'm saying?
No. We've had like 5 players that people have tried to compare them to, and I'm like, stop trying to say he's the next Russ. He's not.
Russ has his style. Russ has played. I still don't know why Russ didn't make it to the NBA, or he still hasn't had an opportunity. Drives me crazy.
It's the most perplexing thing watching him, and like
never
people that
made
don't
sense to me.
I have an older brother who did not care about basketball at all, doesn't care about sports at all, and he would sit down and watch Russ play, and like it's captivating, and I don't understand how. Like I said, no chance.
And he was like that since day one. Like as a freshman, just making ridiculous shots, and but it took him time to get that strength up after his freshman year, though, going into sophomore year. I mean, he grew so much, and then I mean, obviously, that's when Russ became Russ during the tournament. So, so I don't know. Russ, it's hard not to talk about. We can talk about Russ all day. He's obviously a special player, but
So
to answer your question, I just think it's talent. Like I mean, there's so many. Only certain guys have those type of abilities. I mean, you could see. I mean, I feel like Ja Morant. I mean, I can go down the line of guys that just play loose with the ball and they're able to be successful.
Yeah, our guy Dennis in the chat. Of course, with me talking about Russ, we have to ask you your opinion on Mr. and Miss.
Man, that's a mean question.
Oh no,
I'm joking. I haven't had the full lineup, so I've had. And also the one time I had it, I shouldn't have been. Basically, it was late night. I shouldn't have had it because my palate was not to where it needed to be to enjoy it like I should. So I'm trying to. Yes, there's, but I can't tell you which one it is. There's one that I think that was the Weeder that I was a fan of.
Okay. Do you know, like, what have you talked to him much about, like, what he like? Are there certain notes that he goes for? Is there certain like what, like, a preference there when he started doing it? It's so wild to me that he got into that from playing basketball to doing that every time.
He had some good people, I believe, in his side that, and I think that got him into it, intrigued into it, and he really went down the rabbit hole with it. And obviously, he's at where he's at now, and I think he's fallen in love with it. And I think it's plays on one of his characters, a mini Russ characters he has. So he's awesome. A man of many talents.
Okay, Jack Rabbit asks you, who do you think will be the new coach at Bama?
At Bama for football right now. Oh man.
I thought about opening up this and being like, this is a Nick Saban show. This is what we're going to talk about. What is the future of Alabama football?
As long as it's not Brom, I'm okay.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, football, I don't know. I'm torn on football. I don't like how the bowl and everything's set up. So, but I think that's part of why he's getting out of it. I think he's seeing it's not the same anymore.
Yeah, I could see that. It did shock me, though, the timing of him now. Like, I thought maybe he'd go for one more title run.
I mean, it's on the ticker here. So
is he that old?
72. Yeah.
He does not look it. Like, honestly, like, when I think about I'll be dead probably before then. But when I'm 72, there's no way, no chance. Of course, now people are asking, would Kirby Smart leave Georgia for Alabama? He's a Georgia guy, I don't think. Right? He played for Georgia.
I don't think he would.
So,
no, I wouldn't. Anyway,
I mostly introduced that question as a joke, but people took off and ran with it. Okay, I got to ask you another question. Obviously, they're playing this game in Miami right now. They're down in Miami. We have a guy, James Strebel, at the station who's really big in this kind of stuff. He's a UK fan, though, but he always talks about – he does a segment called Weird Wednesday every Wednesday. He gets into random topics, and when I say random topics, I'm conspiracy theories and stuff. Do you have any opinions on what happened in Miami last week, or do you know? Are you up to date at all on what happened in Miami?
I'm not up to date. I'm not up to date. If I'm being honest with you, no. I wish. Can I hear it? Now I'm very intrigued.
Okay,
I'll give you my opinion real quick.
Bosch, you know what I'm talking about, Bosch, right?
Oh yeah. Is this the alien?
There were reports.
Okay.
About the aliens in the mall. The police say there were kids, and then there were like 100. I don't know how many police officers were there, but there were hundreds of cop cars outside of that mall. It was more than I've ever seen. They shut down the airport.
Wemby went to the mall, and they were just trying to keep the fans away. That's all.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool if aliens were here, but I don't know.
You believe in aliens?
I believe it. I don't know. That's a hard question. Yes and no. I mean,
you didn't know I was going to be hitting you with these today, did you?
I know.
How did we get here?
I need a little more bourbon. I'll give you my real answer.
You start loading up. Couple hours, we'll restart the podcast, and we'll do that from there.
I did start off hot with a barrel strength, so here we are.
There you go. I guess okay. So I guess this is just we're in a commercial break right now. This one's kind of it's a softball, but I just had to know what was your favorite memory. I mean, okay, remove the championship.
No, it's not a softball.
Okay.
I don't think you'll know. No, because I'm not gonna give you a softball answer.
All right.
Senior night.
Well, that is a good one too. No, the miracle on Marquette. Well, when we beat Marquette. Miracle on Maine.
Miracle on Maine. What year was that for you?
Jay Crowder. I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
And I was, a part of the comeback, so it was really fun. And obviously seeing what Preston did. And Preston Knowles was a dog. He's still a dog. So.
Yep. That game was wild. That every time I think about like that time and some of those games, I go back now. I hate to do. I'm not trying to be negative about where we are right now, but I go back now and I rewatch a lot of games from that time, that stretch from like 08 to then to like 2013, 2014, all those, there's so many games that you can just pick up and that one pops up on YouTube. Like you can just find people have uploaded that one so many times, The Miracle on Maine, and that one's so much fun to watch. I think, okay, I also do have to bring this up. So, because it was my brother who did this. I don't know. I'm sure you had this happen a lot, so I'm sure you won't remember it. But I remember we were out at Molly Malone's one time, and we saw you there. And Brian comes up, my twin brother. He's a few bourbons deep that night. But I remember he went over there and had this, he went over to you. It was like, man, heard about the Bellarmine stuff. If they send you to Bellarmine, I'm going to be so angry. And all I remember is you were like the nicest, I don't want to go. I'm not going to Bellarmine. We're not doing this. I don't know if you remember that, but I'm sure.
I mean, I had that same conversation probably 10 times.
So, I had a feeling.
That time. But yeah, I nothing against Davenport and Bellarmine. I think they're awesome. I just was not wanting to go Division II at the moment.
Was that a real thing? Was that a real idea, or was that just Patino doing Patino things?
No, it was a real thing. I mean, I met with Scotty out of I didn't want to meet. It was a weird spot for me actually. I was talking about this story last week with someone. I was not on the team for 2 weeks during 2023 or 2013. Going into the season, I wasn't on the team, but I was on campus in class. I signed my letter of release so I could go talk to other schools. Ended up talking to the other schools, and Coach P actually ended up asking me to stay back and come back. And I told him I never wanted to leave. So I said, I'll see you on Monday. And that was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
It was a little more to it. He wrote me a long text. He said let's go win a national championship. And I saved that text, and unfortunately,
oh my God,
this is before iCloud. I don't have the photo anymore of that text because my computer got stolen back in 2014. So there we are.
Oh, yeah. That's a moment though. That would I would frame that if I still had it. There you go. Okay,
yeah.
We got a 3 from Huntley Hatfield.
Moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm very thankful, obviously, that you were able to stick around and that you did stick around, and then obviously to go on and win the championship and have all those good memories. So, okay, tell me. I know I should open this from the beginning, guys. If you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. Make sure if you haven't already, if you want to drop some questions in here while he's still here, make sure you do that too. How do you know this schmuck over here? How do you know Andrew?
He was out there hooping, man. He's a hooper.
I'm not a hooper. I'm not. I should be on the court. I run for exercise.
We're on the same court together, and he's the most coachable person I know. I told him I'm being serious. He runs the floor hard. He can shoot it. Now his confidence will waver at first if he misses that first one, but he hits that first one though. The other team's in for a long night.
Hey, I was this close to getting my man Steven an alley-oop one game. It was a night.
Tried to kill me.
Oh God, I put it up there. He was so close. It was just a bad pass on my part. But,
wait, are you playing in a rec league?
So I played in St. Martha's League. One of my buddies got me into it, and it's a hard league. I mean, it was fun. I mean, Andrew would tell you there was times when I wasn't very serious. And then there were times when I was serious because I wanted to win. And then it was fun though. I had a good time. Heck, we were out there playing with 50-some-year-old guys at times.
Oh yeah, it's a 30 and over league. I mean, you get the occasional guy that's like 24, 25, but for the most part, everybody's 30 and over, just out there having a good time, exercising, man. And
Andrews literally is out there running sprints the whole time, and I can't keep up with that guy.
now that's true. That's true. The only thing I'm good at is running on the court. That's about it.
You a defensive guy? You just play a lot of defense? That's what I did when I was young, because I knew I wasn't shooting anything. I knew I just, a lot of effort. I was an effort guy. Whenever I had to play like in middle school or high school or whatever, you weren't getting a bucket out of me.
Yeah.
So,
I feel you.
So right now, right now it's a 4-point game.
Halftime.
We're right about at the half. What do you? I mean, from what you've been, I know we've been distracting you a lot. So what do you take from what you've seen today from the team? I mean, cautiously optimistic.
So far we're in the game right now, which is great. I mean, because it's been tough at times when it's halftime and you just know but it looks like we have a good game plan in place and they're executing, and obviously to win on the road is a big deal. So it'd be, I think, obviously a big win. It'll be our first, and obviously in the ACC.
Who, if you were to point out one player right now that you've seen from this team, who's the guy? I mean, is it Mike James? Is he the leader you look to? Like for this team, that's the hardest part for me to pinpoint. Really, like who's the guy that's gonna try to rally them? At this point,
it's probably him or Hatley. I'm sorry. But I mean, I think Sky at the same time. I mean, obviously being the point guard of the team. I mean, and also I was just so used to that. I mean, my point guard every year was the guy you mainly listened to, and then you had the second captain essentially. But that was Coach Pitino's type of teams. The point guard was always the leader.
So you've I gotta ask you, have you followed St. John's? Have you been?
Yeah, I watch them when they're on. Obviously, it's fun to see that guy running up down, back in the $4,000 or $5,000 suits, slamming his $5,000 shoes. It's fun to watch him.
Given all that's happened, and I don't know, there's part of me that just kind of makes me happy to see him, where I know that he's comfortable at, back in New York, There's part of me that I'm going to buy a St. John's hat. Let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be one of those adopted teams. I can't. I look back at it. Rick Pitino has been the coach for most of my life. Like I had Denny Crum was the coach when I was, till I was about 9 years old. But like those pivotal moments as a Louisville fan, and like a lot of Louisville players that you see, like it's been Pitino. So it's hard to you always kind of want to root for him to do well and to really show out there.
Yeah, it's really tough not seeing him here for me at times, but obviously at this point, I mean, it's been so long, we got to move forward, and I'm very happy to see him kicking. I mean, doing it. I mean, still, going from Iona to St. John's, I thought he was going to retire at Iona, and then, but then I really think about it. I mean, he's obsessed with basketball. I think it's going to be another at least 5 years till he retires. Could
you ever see yourself being that obsessed with something? Like to do it. How old is he? How old is Rick now? Is he? He's in his.
He's 72, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah. So I don't know if I could ever see. I know there's certain people in my life too that like they work till you're gonna work till you die. If you're passionate about what you want to do, you just want to do it till you die. At the same time, I couldn't imagine seeing myself do anything.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I literally. No, I mean, he's obsessed. I mean, that's why he is who he is. I mean, I think he's top 5 all time for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think I've had a few conversations. It's funny, growing up here, you're gonna have friends that are UK fans, you're gonna have Louisville fans, whatever, and so many UK fans finally are admitting, like, I think he is the best coach of all time. Like I watch him play, and like, they've had to be quiet for years, and given the rivalry and all that, but like now that there's a little bit settled, they're like, you look at what he's done with like the players he develops, the way not all like getting really, really good talented guys, but not having, not doing what Cal's doing, but just really putting that together and just seeing how much success he's had. So, um, don't want to keep you. I know you've been on here for a while, so I don't want to keep you too long. I don't know, Andrew. Anything you want to bring up before we?
No, man. We just appreciate you coming on. It's
Anytime.
been an absolute pleasure to have you on, man, and
Yeah.
talk to you again. So
It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. A nice little hangout sesh. Gave me a reason to pour something and hang out. So
Oh,
no, I'm gonna probably get in my basement, throw on the Call of Duty, and put the game on the background. If I'm being honest with you, that's my type. And just gonna help.
yep.
I gotta go. I got duties in a call, so I gotta get
right,
out
right.
there.
The call to duty, as Charlie
Yes,
Strong used to say. But yeah, well, thank you so much. We really
yeah,
appreciate you joining. Hopefully, this won't be the only time you do it. Hopefully, sometime in the future, any time it's an open invite. So thank you, and hopefully you have a good rest of your night. And we'll talk to you later.
Hey, cheers, go Cards, and I appreciate it. And I'll be on anytime. Just let me know.
Thanks, Steven.
Cheers, guys.
Awesome,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Take care.
All right.
That was awesome, man. He's such a good guy.
That was
Such a
great.
good guy.
I can't thank him enough. I didn't want to. Well, I didn't want to keep him for too long. Like, I mean, if it were up to me, I would have kept him the entire game. But
Oh
I
my
know
God, yeah.
he's got stuff to do. He's a dad. I loved hearing. I didn't realize that he had kids yet or whatever. So I loved hearing that. Just being a dad, it's different. I wanted to ask him, but I'm trying to be positive as much as I can. I'm trying to be as happy as I can with all this. Just really kind of like the way I want to. Well, what I would have asked him, and maybe I'll ask him in the future, is like, what does it feel like to be a dad right now? Like, 'cause like, especially one of the things that I really kind of mull over right now, and like I really struggle with. And like I have faith. Josh Hurd, the guys there, they're gonna take care of this, and they're gonna get the best for Louisville, whatever's gonna happen. All love to Kenny Payne, whatever. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But the future, when you move forward, the one thing that I've always looked forward to, being a fan of Louisville basketball, being just being passionate. This is, like I said, I do this stuff for fun. Like this ain't a living, and it's like you just do this stuff for fun, and like I want to experience that with my child. Like I want to be able to have the same experiences I had as a kid. Like honestly, finding Louisville basketball for myself, but with my sons next to me doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel that way. You've got kids.
Man,
Yeah.
I've got faith that it's not going to be like this forever.
Yeah.
This is just another page in the book that is Louisville basketball. So it's not a big deal. I'm not sweating that I'm going to be bringing my kids up in a basketball era that's never going to improve.
You're not sweating. I mean, you're not sweating at all.
No. We still had the ladies performing. That's
Yes.
never changed.
Yeah.
Jeff Walls has got it going on. The girls, man, they're killing it every night. We still have football. We still have baseball. We got soccer. I mean, it's all around. Even hockey. Hockey's doing really well right now, by the way. I'm trying to make it out to the UK game to watch those guys take care of business out there. But I mean, it'll come. It'll be back. It'll be back. We just got to figure out who's going to be leading us when it does come back.
Exactly.
Um,
It's just those moments of like, obviously there's the peak. There is the championship. There is the Final Four in 2012. And those are like the peak moments. Those are the highs that you get out of it.
We had it good. We had it good.
You know how, I can't even say, like, I'm not just trying to turn this into a reminiscing party, but like, yeah, I could not have asked for a better situation. Me going to college. Yes, it was my senior and my victory lap year, really. That got me. But 2013, I got to go to every single game in the student section, every single home game, and then every single tournament game and all that. So I was there for all of it. So I couldn't, it's no better time than while you're in college. But I want that to be for my kid. I want to be able to like go regularly. Like Ethan Moore talks about it, going regularly to games, sitting there with his daughters or whatever, and just like being able to be like excited together. And doing that's what I want to do. I want to instill that. Makes me nervous sometimes when I try to watch it with my kids, and I'm like, why,
I mean, it wasn't always.
Why is Daddy angry?
Rainbows
Daddy, no, no, Daddy, no. Daddy, put the beer bottle down. Daddy, kidding. My kids are fine.
Well, man, realistically, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows, even with Denny Crum or Patino. And I still went to games. My dad still took me to games. I still had a ball regardless. We're in a low spot right now. Morale is low. It'll come back. Once we start seeing improvement, It'll charge the fans again. We'll be back in there, so it's not gone forever. It's just gone right now.
Exactly. Well, then people, I remember, people always jump to this, and I'm like, there's a little bit difference in the scenario of the level of competency in coaching and all that. But I also remember the days where we were calling for Rick to be fired. I wasn't doing it. I personally, and I'm not saying that whatever, I just didn't. But there were a lot of people out there that were calling for Rick's job.
Rick was not above a pink slip, man.
No.
He was on the chopping block for a while there, but I mean.
Yeah, I remember. 2010, 2011. I remember in Cancun watching Louisville lose to Kenneth Fareed. Wait. Yeah, Kenneth Fareed. Yeah. And
you're right.
Yeah, I was like, did I say the wrong one? This is a really stupid mix-up. I always confuse him and the guy who played for Marquette, who looked similar. He had the dreads. You know what I'm talking about? Back in 2011. Somebody help me out. Somebody in the chat help me out with that.
Was it Crowder?
Yes, thank you. It was Crowder. Yes, every time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a similarity, and it was the dreads, the long.
You're making me go deep in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I would say I could. That's where I go, but honestly, that's what I have right now. That's what I have for the old days.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Memories.
Yeah.
That's all we have. Memories right now. No,
well,
I don't think we're going to be in this black hole forever. So
no.
We're going to come out of it. We're going to come out on the other side. It's just. It's temporary. I hope, a short, period.
And I think that's something, it's funny. I don't even know if I could play this. Oh, I know I could play it. I don't know if for some reason the audio I can't get up here. Diener this morning. I don't know if you heard. Diener and Blank had a caller right around 9:30, shortly before Katie came on, and
okay.
he was.
I missed that.
He was the capo, even though I only call it the KP militia, but still. I know you all are out there. I still love you people. I still love all you all. But you all are difficult sometimes.
We still love you.
We still love you.
Hey, I still want Kenny to be successful. I just want to make that clear.
I mean, no.
I would love nothing more for him to turn it around.
Well, and that's why so many people love to paint me as this terrorist when it comes to Kenny Payne and the coaching staff and all that. The reason I get so angry and the reason I get so fired up is back when he was hired, I had serious trepidation about the hiring because of everything that everybody knows. I don't need to rehash the lack of experience, the yada, 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 all that stuff, the rumors, whatever. And then he did that first press conference and he won me over. And I went from being like, oh no, this is going to be a disaster to, okay, let's go. I'm all in.
Right.
Let's do this thing. Let's go. And then the first game happened against Leanne Rives. And then, Little Ryan.
Oh, it was a heads. Yeah.
It was a complete 180. And then since then, but, I was always hoping for that moment of, I was hoping, I didn't believe it for a second, but I was hoping that I was going to be wrong at the beginning of the season. But anyway, to go off of that, though, always want to seek success from Louisville guys, former, present, whatever it is, regardless of, the comments that were made, when it comes to Louisville, saying that Louisville can't recruit guys and stuff, that bothered me. That was, if there wasn't, a nail in the coffin kind of thing, that was kind of it for me. But I guess I'm sorry. Where was I going with that? Where were we talking? We were going on. I apologize. I completely flat out. I usually don't do this, but here we go.
I was following you till I wasn't.
Yes, exactly. There was a point to that.
Fault. I dropped the ball.
You're good. You're good. I think we were going back and forth a little bit. It's fine. Anyway, I guess what I was solely trying to move to was it's halftime right now. Honestly, a competitive game. 41-37 at half.
I mean, they're in it.
I've seen spurts and moments. I've seen guys create turnovers. Points off turnovers is one of the more important things that I saw. Where do we have? Let's see. Let me actually go to the score box because I know for a lot of this we've been talking and enjoying our time with SVT right now. Well, there's part of it. We are shooting. Let's see, how many? 6 for 12 on 3 points, 3-point shots. They're 8 for 18, and then you got right now we have 17 points off turnovers, and that's kind of like, to me, that's exactly what while I was watching, where I go to of why this game is as competitive as it is, and why maybe is this the one that Louisville can steal? Is this the one that they can, make happen? Which is a sad conversation, to be honest.
Remember how I was talking about that cardinal that flew into my garage? It's like a good omen. Maybe that was a good omen to tell us better things are on the horizon.
Yes.
Let's hope that's what that was and what that meant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like to see that we're close. They do look better. The turnovers are an issue. What appears to be their offensive game plan, I'm not a fan of at the moment. They're competing.
Okay, I'm sorry to do this. I'm going to do it. Can you tell me what that is?
What?
Can you tell me what it is? Can you tell me what the offensive game plan? Can anybody, if you're in the comments section, tell me what the game plan is? Tell me what it is for one game.
It's something new, something I've never seen before.
Effort? Is it?
I mean, I think I don't know what kind of offensive plan it is, but they rely heavily on talent and effort, I can tell, for this game plan. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't have an answer.
No, I got you. I know. I set you up with that one. I'm sorry. Because I was like, they're doing something. I don't know if I could call that a game plan, but they're doing something. So I at least appreciate that. At least appreciate showing some fight. And right now, creating turnovers, basketball. Points off turnovers is where you start with it.
I'll say it's basketball in nature, whatever it is.
Yes. Cardinal Chris, thank you. Bleep you, Justin. Go Cards. I appreciate that. It may just be him just saying bleep you, Justin. That's fine. I deserve that. Or it could just be reference to the first video I put out where I said, like I said, that helps. Okay, and Cardinal Chris follows that up. The offensive game plan is score the basketball by any means necessary. At this point, I'll take it. Hey, show me that fight, show me that effort. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's just go ahead and put this out there. I wanted to put this out there. I forgot to say this earlier. I got a little bit distracted. Sorry, but we really need to talk about our sponsors of the day.
Absolutely.
And of course, they are always supporting the channel and helping us out. It is Dash Clip, and they are a local company, and we can show you the product right now. But I've talked about them. Really cool, local. You would call them a company, local business. That sounds a little bit more friendly.
Yeah, it's a locally owned business. Mm-hmm. They do money clips. I've got one here. I love it. The thing is so slim, not bulky. It comes in and out of my pocket nicely. You can release the cards. Let me put it in the frame there. You can release the cards pretty easily. And plus you get the RFID protection from it, so nobody's going to steal your card data or anything like that. I love it. I used to have a big bulky wallet, and I think I told everybody about it last week. And I was seeing the chiropractor for hip misalignment.
Yes,
because I was riding with it in the car. This I don't have the issue. I put it in my front pocket. It's out of the way. I absolutely love it. And they actually Dash Clip has given us one to give away. And this is the espresso color, and it has the card ejector.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see that here.
Yeah, I can show you.
The money clip. You have the same one.
I have the same one. It's not the espresso, but it is the lighter brown one. I love this thing. I try to limit, it's funny that you talked about it so many times as the second half kicks off, but so many times I was using a wallet, big bulky wallet, big guy anyway. So when you got that in your wallet, in your pocket as well, it's just completely throwing you off. I was wondering why I had back pain on top of having hefty children. And when I say hefty, not fat. I know I'm big. I know big boy here. I know I'm a big guy, but not fat. They're just big. They're just strong. They're just muscular kids, and it's weighing me down. So using that, I always had a lot of back pain. These things are awesome because not only can you can put it in your back pocket if you want, but you can easily fit these in your front pocket and just like you do with your phone or whatever, and feel comfortable carrying that around. Really cool. Got the card ejector, which you got there. I'm not going to show you the numbers on my card. Also, my card is beat to hell. This one, I got it during 2020, back where spraying stuff all over every card and every surface because I got COVID for the first time last week or a week and a half ago or whatever it was 2 weeks ago. So it's beat up. But anyway, love these things, love the product, love the company. Even more importantly, what's really cool about the company is that they really touch and they give back on a really important topic, which is something that really is kind of like, I think really not touched on enough, and that is, of course, men's mental health. They donate a portion of every sale goes back to men's mental health and the mental health foundation there to really try to pursue that and really try to help men struggling because we know, we talk about wintertime. Hey, SAD is a real thing. Men have it right now. Louisville basketball, SAD, a little seasonal affective disorder, if you will. So anyway, we got this, like you said, got the RIFD protection, all the cool things with it. Love these wallets. Really, really worth every penny that you can get out of it. So definitely, if you want to be entered in, we are giving away today one while on stream. I think it will be that espresso one that you have right there. So definitely, what you can do if you want to be entered in right now, we got a tie ball game too, 43-43. So we're feeling good. U of L baby's feeling good right now. We're going to be giving this one away at the end of the stream. Make sure what you need to do, make sure you like the video, share it, stuff like that. And then also, of course, leave a comment in the comment section below. Actually, I really want to focus. Do it on YouTube. Leave a comment on the YouTube video in the stream. So that way I can see that. That way we can really get it all in one spot so we know, and then we will randomly pick a winner from there. So definitely do that. Great product, great company. What else can I say?
Here we are talking about Dash Clip, a good company, and now we're tied up.
Right? Exactly. It's got to be a little good juju there, right? So definitely go to the-clip.com. Yep. See a couple people in here. We see, you see a little people wanting some. So we got Jack Rabbit saying, give me. Dennis as well. It's not bulky like Soforo. Thank you. Yes. I try. I consider getting back on that treadmill. We'll see. I got kids. I got a wife. What am I working for anymore? What am I? What, longevity in life? Who cares about that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And then Dennis says, "Hooker brother up, been dialing in since it started, and I need a new wallet." All right. Well, it's noted. We'll definitely write you all down, and Jack Rabbit as well. So definitely do that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff, guys. Really appreciate all the support. Couple not so great possessions right now. Yeah, Sky Clark's getting beat on that. But did they count that? Yeah, they counted it. Okay. So quick little turnaround, 4-point game, and then now they got a chance to make it 5.
Oh,
yeah, that was not great. not great, guys.
That hurts the eyes a little bit.
A little bit. Well, especially when you had a little bit of positive momentum there. You kind of hope to see them build off of that and then come right back looking more of the same. Let me make sure I get all this going. All right.
I must be a couple of plays behind you. Hold on.
You might be. One thing that's really nice though is I feel for the most part you're using YouTube TV, right?
Yeah, I am now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest things. I feel like they're about as close as you can get to like real time, and also it's like I think the time that it's showing up at the top of the thing's pretty close, pretty accurate. They update it as it goes. Where I'm about 1636. It says 1650, but I think they kind of update it with each score. It's kind of how they do it.
Yeah. Oh.
The one thing that really kills me, it's one of the things that we were talking about with Jack last time, is like one of the things that I loved, and I'm sorry I keep going back to Patino. He's what I know, though. One thing I loved about those teams is just ball movement. Just like literally, you could watch them just sit at the top of the key and just pass it around and just move it so swiftly and so quickly, you get a guy wide open. And like, I see no attempt and no effort to really do any of that.
Well, it wasn't just ball movement in general. It was also movement without the ball. You have to look back and think they had some of the best point guards we've ever seen come through the University of Louisville. Mm-hmm. Peyton Siva, he ran the offense to a T, and a lot of that is having a general on the floor. And they ran the offense so well. So it was multiple components that they were doing. Like I said, it just wasn't ball movement. It was also movement without the ball. I mean, they were
Yeah.
they were
But even like,
creating havoc on the floor.
yeah, it's even just some of the effort. Like you even saw, a few years ago, and I hate because like I feel like I always have to go to guys that are polarizing in some sort when I go to coaches, but it's what we know. Chris Mack, even some of those teams, regardless of how you feel about Chris Mack and that whole situation that went down, some of those guys still knew you had some decent point guards. David Johnson, I felt like did some good things, of course, whenever he played that, and as well as who's the one guy? Who's the one guy we always go to that used to be associated? That they always Darius Perry. They always tried to. I know that's going back to Rick, but you remember they'd always try to do the thing of he was the the second coming of Russ Smith.
Yeah,
remember that? It was always that. But there was some of that, and that's why he was one
had
that
some fast hands though.
It did, and that's why it killed me when he went to Central Florida because I was like, "Come on, we can do something with him, right? Like you can get another season out of there." And now we're already back to an 8-point game. And this is what
keep replaying that dunk.
Yeah, and this is the part that I get a little bit nervous, and this is where I start worrying. Like this is where the inevitable run out's going to come. Right? You can feel it coming.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're able to stop it here.
Yeah.
You get that glimmer of hope, and then it just gets taken away.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I know we had talks about potentially doing a UK one of these this weekend. Obviously, we're Louisville guys, so if you're a UK fan that happens to be watching this, let me know. I think, Jack Rabbit says, do the wallet read again. We did have a good run when we did the wallet read. We'll save that one here for a minute. Maybe we'll do another read. We'll do one more. We'll do another.
That might be the good luck charm for the season.
They've done this
we will test that theory out. I'm telling you, we will test that theory out.
They've done this damn wallet read 17 times in the last 30 minutes. I don't know what they were doing, but yeah. So, but seriously though, Dash Clip. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great. I really actually do really like this wallet. So I'm not even.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's not just a play. That's legitimate. It's a good product.
It's legitimately awesome. So anyway, but back to what we were talking about. I think one of the things that
was that enough? Was that enough of a plug for a good run?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe if we get a couple buckets here, then I'll feel better, and then I might actually go and do a full read.
Right. Yeah,
but anyway,
revisit that.
We're talking about doing a Kentucky version of this, and I know this is Louisville, whatever, but it's going to be hard for me because I have to run it, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good for Streeble and the guys or whatever they want to watch it. If they can do it, that's great. But I'm going to have nothing to offer because I'm just going to be sitting here angry. And, it seems a lot of fun to watch. I wish a team was fun to watch. Kind of thing. But anyway. So, right now, I believe we should be seeing Phil Baker make an appearance soon. I'm calling out Phil Baker.
Okay.
Phil Baker, if you hear this, you son of a bitch, you get on here and you get on this channel.
Don't blame it on your kid going to sleep.
I also do love that one of the guys who's hyping this up. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do ESPN Louisville Plus. Let's do this. Nick Valvano. Where's Nick Valvano? Serving tables tonight. They need him to do that. He's got to do that. I thought he was the EP. I thought the executive producer or whatever. Now I thought he would just be able to call the shots. Or my guy James Black. I think my James Black's the real EP. Don't tell him. You know what I'm saying? He's getting shit done.
Oh, yeah. James
oh,
is
no!
Nick is too.
Are you watching this? Are you watching this? No, I know he is. I know he is. Are you watching this right now? They're doing it. I don't know. I'm not hearing what they're saying, but they're showing the glory days. They're showing the glory days of Louisville basketball.
They just said Donovan Mitchell up there.
God, I have the hottest take about Donovan Mitchell. And so I'm not going to say it. But was he that good at Louisville? Anyway, but I do love.
Hey, look, that is an honest argument, and you know what? Is it coaching? What was were the reins held back too tight?
Oh no, we're not doing. Are we doing that
What?
tonight? Are we doing? Did Rick Pitino hold Donovan Mitchell back? Is that what we're doing? Okay, there's. Okay.
I don't know. I think once he got to the NBA, he got the green light, and it's been history ever since.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing the recap. Recap two. Really? They put 2 national titles. It's 3. Most places nowadays, almost everywhere counts the 3. This is ridiculous that they're not counting the 3. I'm sick of that. And Miami hits a 3. 9-point game. About 15 minutes left to go. Can you hear my dog barking, or is that just me? Can you hear that?
I can't hear the dog barking.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad, because I know I can hear everything. I just don't know how much my mic picks up, like how bad it is.
It's better than last week than when my cat was coughing up a hairball. During a turnover.
You and Kathy out here with your cats meowing in the background, doing all that. Oh, I gotta be honest, yeah. Kathy is one of my favorite callers. Like, it was rough in the beginning, back in the day, but love hearing that cat now. Every once in a while. And also, nobody comes harder with the takes than Kathy. Nobody. Like, can we forfeit? She literally said, can we forfeit the season? Can we just forfeit to shut it down?
Easy. We need to get a shirt with that on it. Just shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it all. Nick Valvano doing the shut it down rant.
There, we got a bucket. Okay, there's life.
Oh, you're ahead of me now. Damn. All right.
Yeah. My bad.
No, you're good. No, I don't care if you're running for me. I'm not on the edge of us.
Look. Don't get me wrong. I know I've bashed Kenny Payne and a little bit, especially last week. But I mean, this isn't a great performance. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but Miami, I think, should be beating us pretty bad right now, and the fact that we're holding in by 6, I'm okay with it. Mm-hmm. I think I don't know. I've got mixed emotions at the moment.
I think I see it's one of those things too. I mean, if you did you watch the game in Miami when they played Kentucky and they got like thoroughly handled by UK? That's one of those things where
I did not catch that game.
And I think UK is a solid team. Obviously, I think they're very good, but that's where I started to have a little bit of, that's I can't even talk about it. Like, I can do this in football season where I can kind of say I had my trepidation of how good that team is. Here's the problem: it doesn't matter how good the team is this year for basketball. It doesn't matter when Louisville's playing them, because if you win against anybody right now, it's an accomplishment for Louisville right now, which is sad to say. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth. To be honest, like, I'm just being honest. Like, I never expected for me to have the feelings that I have right now watching this game, which is 13 minutes left, which is 13 minutes to the end, even though it's as close as many games have been this season.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that normally I'd be screaming at the TV. I'd be jumping up and down, pulling my hair out. My wife would be telling me, shut up, because the kids are trying to sleep. Yep. The dog would be barking. And the fact that I'm just so nonchalant and careless about these games, it's sad.
Yeah. Kathy's hate for Manning is so damn fun. That is the funniest part. I forgot about that. Well, she's from Kansas, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, her just disdain for Danny Manning, it's wild to me. It blows me away. Like, there's nothing better though than when she comes with some vitriol. And I don't remember her.
We need to get Kathy on here.
I would. You know how much I would love that.
How do we make that happen?
Here's the problem. I don't think Kathy knows how to use. She barely knows how to use a phone. Kathy, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I love you. Please call. Please to join us. I would love to have Kathy call in.
Can you plug in a phone? I mean. Or does it have to be video? Can you just do it phone call? I mean, we need to get her on here.
So here's something we can do. And one of the I'm sorry. When this game gets more interesting, I'll get back to the game. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Please, if you're watching, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All that stuff definitely helps. We are going for, right now, our goal is 500 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000, obviously, you can monetize the channel. And people have asked, what's the stuff behind me? We're transitioning it a little bit. Some of the stuff's from my Juventus channel stuff that I've done. It's an Italian soccer team. This guy over here, Gigi Buffon, but he's a big Louisville fan, obviously, because he's wearing the beads. He's wearing the jersey. And then maybe I have like his jersey and Del Pieto's over here. That's part of me being Italian. That's what it is. But anyway, part of what I'm going to do with the mixer and stuff that I have here, I'm actually able to operate this channel and this medium where we can actually have people call in if they wanted to. I just need to get like a Google phone number or whatever for them to call into. But we could take calls during this using my mixer, and I can just set it up on my phone and we could have people call in during this. So that's an option. I'm not sure if that'll be something you got to be careful on things like this because people, I mean, you know from at the station, callers call in and say whatever they want. And you have a drop button for a reason. You people, we have a drop button for a reason for you people. So this does not have a drop button. So if somebody gets in, you gotta whatever. So sometimes that's where like the idea of having memberships and having people join as members so that they have some sort of a financial, it's a very small number, like a cup of coffee or whatever, but like investment to not bleep this up for us. This is the way that I would look at it. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a long way to go. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. All right, let's see. This might be more of like if you can't, if he hits that. Okay, good. All right. That was one of those moments where I felt like if he would have hit that 3, then I kind of feel like it's game over for the most part. Jonathan, I'm pretty sure Kathy uses a landline. That I believe that. I honestly do believe she's only got a landline. I don't think she texts. Did she just get the cat? Do we have knowledge of like when the cat? Because it didn't always exist. And I've been listening to this station since 2012, 11, 10. No, it started in like 2010, 2011. But I've been listening since like back then. And Kathy's been around for a while. Not that long, but like she's been around for a while. And I don't remember the cat until like the last like year and a half. Maybe.
Yes, I would agree. Maybe I just didn't pay attention and catch it, but
doing the mixtape.
Well, yeah.
I listen. Yeah. All right. And then Dennis says you need Kathy and Lawrence and both of their cats. Yeah, that would be good. Dennis, are you a UK fan? I can't remember. You're the guy. Wait, Dennis, did you win the Louisville Heisman Cardinals shirt? Are you the guy who won it?
Oh yeah.
He's the guy who won it, and he told you, right? Did he say like I'm not even a Louisville fan, but I like the?
I can't remember what he said. Who he was a fan of.
But he's not. But I'm pretty sure he said he's not a Louisville fan, but I like the Heisman Cardinal.
He's like,
or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He was like, man, but I've got to have that Heisman Cardinal.
There you go. Jack Rabbit says, long time listener, the cat is new. Thank you for confirming that. I knew.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Guys, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. We really appreciate it. Definitely make sure you're subscribed. Tell your sister, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell your greasy grandma, do all that. You'll be good to go, okay? That's what we're saying. Get in here, get them in here. We need that. Are there any more Reds prize packs? I don't know if we have actually. That's more of a V show, right? That's a V show thing. We definitely, yeah. Nick may have some of those, but John, I don't know if you were here earlier, if you've been here the whole time. We do have a wallet that we're giving away, so definitely we'll record your name and we will announce it. I think we're kind of going toward the under 4, something like that. And that's when we will announce the winner of our wallet giveaway. Thanks to your friends at the Dash Clip. At Dash Clip. Yeah. But the website's the-clip.com. So. Oh, wait. Okay, now I'm confused. He says he's 100% Louisville. Dennis, something's fishy here. Something.
Maybe I was talking to the wrong guy.
Did you win the shirt, Dennis? Did you win the shirt? Was it you or was it a different guy? Wait, He's bald too. This son of a he's coming at me being bald. He's bald. Anyway,
It's a brotherhood.
exactly. Yes, we are the brotherhood. That's what it is. All right. Let me go ahead and get us to trying 5750. We had about, let's see, under 12 right now. I'll be honest. This is to me, this is a sleepwalking kind of game. I would love to have Phil or whatever pop in to give me his breakdown of this game, because it's so difficult right now to watch this game and to try to give like some serious breakdown and reaction. That's why that's the one thing that I personally need is like I need next season to get here, and hopefully all the steps that I imagine are going to happen, because the seasons like where you have that emotional investment, one, I don't know if I can be on here because I will be yelling and cussing worse than ever. Like right now, I hate it so much, but I am so disconnected from what's happening right now on the screen. And that's never been an experience that I've ever had in my life since I was 7, 8, whatever years old. Oh, here he is. All right, let's bring our guy. Phil Baker is coming in to the ESPN Louisville Plus. Let me go ahead and studios. We call them studios. Is that what we're going to do? Let me go ahead and bring our guy, Phil Baker, in. Oh, Phil, why are you that size?
Where'd he go?
There he is. There we go. We got him. All right.
All right. I think we got it. If I can get my headphones.
You're good. I just wanted to go ahead and bring you in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Loud and clear, man.
I hear a little feedback from me. I don't know if is it just in your ears?
A little bit. It's not too bad.
Okay, I think that's better now. Okay, yeah, that's better.
What's up, guys? Sorry I'm a little late.
We got two guests. We went from us swimming for this long to now we're gonna have two guests popping in. So give me just a sec. Go ahead, Phil, while I do this. Sorry.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. I'm sorry I was running late negotiating with the terrorist. That is my 3-year-old daughter, so that's always fun.
Never
trying to get her down. And
I'm sure
Yes. No, we have a lot of good stuff going on.
All right.
Oh, wow, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at that. We got the A-team now.
We got a squad here now. Now we got a squad.
I know. Look, we waited for I was waiting for the under 12 before I made like a debut. You know, I was like, I wanted to make it the right time, feel good about it. So I felt right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you guys for popping in here tonight. Steve Rummage, obviously, middays with Marcus May. But today, now I feel bad. The day you hop on is when I don't have your all smiling faces in the bottom corner. Instead, you got that the Jamook Strebel. Which
how do we end up with that? I've got Strebel in one corner, and then I've got Bosch up there, who's obviously high as a kite.
It's just Woodford.
Right.
It's just Woodford. I promise.
I was like, Bosch, do you want to combat that at all? Because a lot of people thought you were high last time.
I'm
a lot of people.
Concerned. This is just the way I talk. This is my demeanor. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned with how many people thought I was on gummies or either stoned. I mean, it was funny.
Yep.
Well, it's a pleasure. I really appreciate you guys joining. We had, obviously, we were honored by Stephen Van Treese popping in the first half and just kind of. We barely talked any basketball, honestly, for most
All I saw
of
in the
it.
comments was Vanilla Godzilla, and I was just like, well, I'm sure they're talking about the good stuff over there.
Yeah,
By the way, Soforo, I need to add more to your plate, and I want to hear what you all talked about. You need to start doing the Manning thing, where you put out the guests that are coming up, where you just write in marker on the Manning cast.
Yes. I can do that. I can make some graphics. Yeah, we can do that.
Like, we need to do, like, Stephen Van Treese, fake Jerry Eves. I don't know, James Strebel, just like random things like that it like really build up the excitement. Then you just get stuck with me and Bosch and the superstar that is Rummage.
Well, I sat there and I was like, I told them people can come on, but I was like, I don't know if anybody's coming in. So I was like, oh no. So like Bosch,
late to the party.
Bosch and I are just swimming for like this like halftime. Like, I didn't know what this.
I was drowning. Dude.
Yeah, you were.
And
I'm in sales.
here's the thing. I've been watching the whole time.
You son of a bitch! We can say that on here.
I've just been watching, and I was like, you know what? I'll go and get in there.
Now I'll hop in.
No, it's right.
No, I appreciate. We're
Hey,
this
man,
is
no more gingerbread lattes for you.
yes. It's a new platform. We're really just trying to launch this thing and get this off. Those things, see, that's what I love about Rummage. He and I are both like big guys who enjoy our girly drinks. Like, I go to Starbucks, get me a white chocolate mocha. They used to do 2 pumps of raspberry. They don't have the raspberry anymore, which killed me. So now I'm just doing peppermint, but it is what it is.
Starbucks, get out of here, dude. You need to be going to Quills. Quills is amazing.
Okay, so I now at my office at work, I now have an espresso machine like of my own. So I just make my own little espressos. It's just me. I'm not a small dude just sipping these little espresso cups or whatever at work. People love it. It's great. So I guess
Hey, now.
That was Bosch. That was Bosch smoking weed.
Not much smoking weed.
it was the what Blank and Dieter say, pinkies out.
Hey, so check this out. This is how comfortable I am right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm not wearing underwear. I'm in full basketball shorts. Like I'm breathing down. This is great, man.
It's a damn shame that we I don't know. I can't speak on it because we don't know. Something exciting could happen. It's still close to. It's a 3-point game. Like it doesn't feel like it is, but it's a 3-point game. Maybe you pop
sucks.
up.
Yeah.
Maybe you pop up. Maybe you jump up. Maybe you get excited. Maybe we see a little.
Like,
we get a little action, a little floppy action. Yeah, like Streeble likes to say, the floppy action. We get that.
You'll be very unimpressed with the size of man I am.
I told my wife that too. It's not about you, about me. But and I guess
interesting. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I guess Phil may come back. We'll see. I don't know what happened with him, but anyway, I guess
fatherhood is what happened.
Right,
Steve. I try. This is difficult for me because, you've heard us if you've been watching. Any other season, it would be so easy. I felt like for me to have something to talk about, and that's why that's kind of like my approach with this is really just being. It's a hangout for us. We're kind of like doing therapy a little bit as we get through this, but. I'm still looking at some of the guys, Caleb Williams, players like that, to see. Let's go! All right, okay.
How about that?
All right.
Look at that, man. And we give up on you. So that's
just,
but
it's a 2-point game.
You said something earlier too that I'm really excited about with these. Mm-hmm. I mean, can you imagine when we are playing meaningful games?
Yep.
Welcome to the party, Bosch.
Damn it, I'm late.
Yeah, you're really late now. You were ahead. Now you're really late.
But when we're all together in the same room, and we're watching a meaningful game, and you get to hear Steve cuss one of the players out and walk out of the room, and I think they're going to be very entertaining for people. I mean, right now, obviously, I mean, Tonight seems to be, somewhat entertaining, but there's still a little bit of the vibe of so what? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say they win. It's like, well, yeah, it's awesome, but
in the grand scheme of things, it means very little, which is unfortunate because if this were earlier in the season, maybe I could you could build a little bit off of that and feel a little bit better. But we've had so many of those big moments that people are just unfortunately done. Now,
what you could do is I mean, a kid seriously, if you're desperate about keeping your job, you win a game like this or something, why would you not call Mikey Williams or somebody for immediately and be like, dude, get up here right now. Let's try to, again, I don't think he's keeping his job, but I'm sure he wants to keep his job. So, does he
pull out everything?
I don't.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's part of that. It's so hard because he does his demeanor. He's so comfortable. He's so. That's just. I don't want to say smooth, but he kind of is. You know what I mean? If the last 2 seasons haven't played out as they have, I'd feel so different about how Kenny Payne is. If he were just 500 right now, he'd be like, wow, he is cool. I'm cool as a cucumber. That's the whitest thing I've ever said. But he is cool, calm, and collected. How is he able to do it? You know what I mean, kind of thing. Yeah. And it's just having me able to do it. Phil, sorry, I've been running over you a little bit.
No. I dropped my entire phone and had to get reconnected. I'm trying a new setup down here, and the little one was sneaking down here, and I did not know if that was if anyone was up there with her. And I was like, did she just climb out of bed? So that's why I just darted up there. So no. Look, is Braden Huntley Hatfield? I believe is that they call him for a travel, or is that an and one? I'm on delay. Oh no, he's at the free throw line, down 60. Or I'm sorry, 60 to 59, 8:36 to go in the second. But look,
this thing's coming down to the wire, Phil.
Yes, it's going to come down to the wire. But no, I'm curious. Nikki V had Eric Crawford on today, and you talked about, he cited Mark Ennis and Luke Hancock on 93.9 The Ville. Can listen to them every day, 3 to 6. But they were talking about just breaking down what can Kenny Payne do, big picture. And it was a great piece, and Nick had him on earlier during the V show kind of reacting to it. And I don't know if there's anything there, but this whole kind of rollover mentality and not try. I mean, if this is any indication, we're up 1 point right now on a team that was in the Final Four. Does it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like it doesn't, because defensively they're just so bad, as this is actually a really good defensive possession, but they're probably still going to make a three. No, they missed it. But I think it's just big picture. Something seems off, and I know there was some stuff that, oh, wait, look at Caleb Glenn with a Louisville Slugger tattoo. I have not seen that one right there. Would you ever get anything?
I love him.
I do too. Curtis Williams too. There's pieces on this team.
Muhammad Ali, little Churchill Downs. He's got it all on there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to keep that little group together, man. No matter if it's who it is that comes in. I want to keep those three, Tyler, Caleb, Curtis, those guys. You keep those guys together, man.
No, I agree. I think there's pieces there, and I'm just curious because I know there was some stuff circulating. Blanket Baker shot it down extremely quickly when he put out his poll. Not that poll, the other poll that was a survey. But no, he put it out there, and there was essentially, it's just like, it's a great move by Mike James. And Sky Parker right over three. He may have stepped out of bounds. Okay.
What are you doing?
Look. But this right here.
Holy yeah! All right.
This right here is exactly what Eric Crawford was talking about. When I said over and over again last year, this energy vampire stuff, having some emotion, showing this stuff. Like, did you just see that bench right there? I know it's going to sound honky and stupid. Have you seen it that excited all season long?
No. That was a decent look right there. Yeah.
So, and I think that's what it goes back to, is that you understand what KP's doing, or you want to understand what KP's doing, I should say, and then you see times in which they're sulking and they're not getting back on defense. Our boy Lieberman, who's about as uncritical as they come, he's very fair in calling these things out. I mean, he's basically on, like, great. The offense isn't a problem for this team. It's the defense and not getting back. And you see glimpses of it where it's like, okay, I can maybe see some of the pieces and the talent and the things Kenny Payne's working with, but then defensively, they're just not making it a priority. And you just have to recalibrate your brain because of what you saw with Rick Pitino for all those years ago. And quite frankly, much as people scoffed at the pack line, defense, I mean, would you not – I know Rummage just hates that, but would you not clamor for that, considering where you've been defensively in the last 2 months? So that's
at least let me know what the scheme is. Sorry, I know you were about to say something.
No, right.
Jack Rabbit's asking, where's Curran? I got the crew on tonight. Let's go get Curran on here. He's a coward.
he may be at the Capitol. He may be on vacation. I don't know if that was.
By the way,
he's doing work.
Right. By the way, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I don't know if y'all saw, but we are giving away one of the Dash Clip wallets tonight. I think we might be announcing that sometime near the end of the game. So definitely, guys, if you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we make sure you leave a comment, preferably on the YouTube channel, just because it's easier to pick through there and kind of pick out a random winner there. So definitely make sure you do that now.
Say, smash that like button.
Smash that fucking like button. I can say that on here. I can say the F word. I fucking never say fuck. I'm sorry.
So we're in a commercial break right now. By the way, I mean, the Nick Saban news. I mean, just to kind of take a different toe in that.
I'll be right back.
How about that? That's crazy.
Yeah,
And who's going to be the buffoon that takes that job after him? Big
I
shoes to
mean,
fill.
probably going to be Dan Lanning or Dabo Sweeney, right?
I mean, would you though? Be
Oof.
the guy that follows the guy? I mean, I know coaches are wired a little bit differently to the point where they don't go in there with any doubt, but man, I'm just kind of like, I would not want to follow Nick Saban.
No.
They act like that it's going to be high. They act like they're going to have a coach by tomorrow. Like
That's wild.
That it's already set, man. That's why I think I'm like they've had somebody they've talked to recently, and they're making a move, and it was like because Nick Saban don't just up and retire without it being known, to the people around him, right?
No,
So
he's there's speculation out there that he's going to get a massive TV deal contract, and especially with the partnership with ESPN and everything that's going on out there. He'd be great, and everyone's kind of thought maybe he's a person in waiting for Lee Corso. I saw an article today where essentially Lee Corso can stay as long as they want, but I mean they could go 6 wide on that show and still get massive ratings for that.
Yeah, well, especially because Pat McAfee has kind of stepped in as the new Corso. So like Corso doesn't have to be great. He's just got to be like okay, and then McAfee will bring the energy,
the naysayer stuff. Yes, yeah, that's what he brings there. Well, and I look, I has Lee Corso, people have their opinions about him on there. I have a soft spot for him. I think, it's endearing, the relationship him and, if you want to get out of the sports talk radio hot take, it's endearing, the nice relationship him and Kirk Herbstreit have together. But, to get back to the negativity is we're back to the game right now. 22 straight road losses, 25-1 for Miami in the last 26 game and home games. That's pretty impressive. Jim Larinaga up 5 with 6:54.
Are they going to fool around and win this game, man?
Well, look, I mean, and this is what's fascinating to me because you've talked about this, and I think we're in agreement. You're going to see glimpses, and that's probably going to be the most frustrating thing of all of this. You're going to see glimpses. I just don't know consistently if you can do it. I would love to see a storybook where it's like he proves everyone's wrong. He's over here making montages of Drew's comments and the practice facility, and he says, "You idiots were wrong." But this is not the same team in stretches of the team that you've seen at all this season, and that's where it's like I take that back. The Indiana and Texas game, you saw glimpses of it, and then the buzzer beater, but consistently,
not this long. I mean,
right.
Texas, they were pretty good all game. But I mean, they shot the ball well tonight. Yeah, and there it is.
There it is. Yeah, so go back to the negativity. Tie game 6:28 goes 66-0.
So back to candidates. So no, but I will say, if they're okay, assuming Kenny Payne's going to be here for the rest of the season, and I think he will be.
Same.
I'm glad that they're not packing it in, at least.
Well,
I mean,
and that's the thing. Like, sorry to interrupt there. That was the thing when everything was circulating over the break that I kind of go back to is that everyone was so adamant about that, and I was like, did you hear Sky Clark and Brandon Huntley Hatfield talk about KP up there? That matters to Josh Hurd, regardless of what you think about Kenny Payne as a coach. It's like this isn't a Bobby Petrino 2.0 situation. So no, I'm in agreement with you. I don't think they have packed it in.
I mean, these guys don't look like they've quit. They just look like they're not, they're just, well, I mean, tonight they look like a good team. I mean, right there, just
they
simple
look much
plays
better.
going. Yeah, I mean, going to Brandon making an easy bucket underneath. I mean, they look like a good team tonight, but for the most part, I mean, and it goes back to what we've said all along. This roster's good. This is a good roster. I don't think last year's was good.
I think it was better than it got credit for, but you're seeing some of the stats elsewhere where it maybe would paint that picture for that. But I think ultimately, as Mike James shoots a 3, he hits it.
There we go, Mike. There we go, Mike.
Let's go.
71, 66,
look at him.
55 left to go in the second half.
So there Phil, you hit the nail on the head. Look at the bench. When was the last time you saw him like that?
Yeah, you know what we need?
Derek Crawford. That's what he pointed out.
We need a little Zan Payne. That's what we need. That's what we need right now.
Get ready, Soforo. Year 3. Year 3 loaded, baby.
Don't. I can only be.
Reloaded.
I can only be so positive in one night. let's slow it down a little bit.
Year 3, baby. Here we go.
But here's the standing around, just looking at Brandon Huntley Hatfield do it. It's just ISO, start over.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Yep, get it out.
Hard. Oh,
I like it. Man, that's a good look, Sky. Come on.
Yeah.
It was a good look.
the delays are just, we're all three on different. What are y'all streaming it?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube TV. Gosh dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Last time the YouTube
I'm
TV
trying not
linked
to
up.
spoil everything for you guys.
You're good. It's okay. It's really okay. It's really okay
Phil,
for me.
I think I'm just judging by reactions. I think it's Phil, me, Justin, and Bosch. It's like
Bosch.
we've laughed.
I'm caught up.
Well, I was about to say Bosch might be ahead of all of us, but his reaction time because of the weed is so slow that he can't get it out.
Oh,
Because of all
KP!
the
Did you
pot
see
we
KP
smoked.
lose it right? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Holy!
Jeez. But I like
KP,
that from what I
God.
watched. It's like Kenny. Where's that been, Kenny?
Yeah, that's the masses in the lower bowl of the 5,000 fans that go there.
Yes.
That's what they've been wanting to see.
Yep.
And when you don't do that, it comes across, because when you say it's not about wins and losses, when you say that, it creates this picture as if you don't care. Oh, it's a participation trophy. My God, that's a beautiful alley-oop. But look, it just paints this pitch. And we know that's not the case. I mean, the people that are there, Bob and Paul, and I know, Rummage, you've been to practice, he gets on these guys. He cares, but it comes across like he doesn't. And if you're not in it and the day-to-day and don't have the access like some of the Paul Rogers and the Bobby V's do of the world, this is what leads people's minds to wonder that you're not all in it.
When the times we've stepped into practice, I mean, he'll cuss players out. Like, it's like,
right,
dude, where is this when you're outside? Like, I said it last year, and now again, last year I didn't give him as much grief as a lot of people, just because mainly Soforo, but like just
and Mitchell Hannigan. Yeah.
Everybody acts like I'm a terrorist. I don't know where it comes from. I'm angry. I'm sorry. I'm angry. I'm sorry. When my basketball program looks the way it looks right now, I'm angry. You're taking away potentially the best years of. Well, I don't know. Your kid, his age, I would hate that if this was going through when your kid's a teenager, right? Or about
15,
like. I think about like some of my best years as a fan, and like I'm just terrified that like my 3-year-old, like, is he going to be a Louisville fan? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is he like, I'm going to force it, but will it stick?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just watching how hard my 15-year-old rode for the football team this year. Like, this year was the first time. Like, he was small when Lamar, like he was a kid, he liked him, but like this was the first time Louisville was like legit. And just to see the way he was like, he would come in like, I think we can get Georgia, and I'm like,
slow down. We're excited.
But just to see that unbridled optimism, man, it took me back to Bobby 1.0 when I was in high school, and I was like, I wish they would bring Reggie Bush and them in here. We had smoked them on a Thursday night, like it didn't matter. And to that point, with basketball, I mean, I've got a 15-year-old, and this goes past Kenny Payne too.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a 15-year-old. He's like, to him, 2013 was, whatever. Like, he don't remember Louisville ever being decent, really.
He was 5,
that's
right?
A millennium ago.
4 or 5?
That's a millennium ago. Whenever for those kids.
I mean, that's just what worries me. Like, I don't know. I just can't. What did you all say? When I just realized I'm looking at the chat and people are saying
Mark
Justin
Stoops. We were talking about Saban and how Mark Stoops would be perfect for the Alabama job until the Board of Regents probably would say, well, we're not 100% sure.
Oh, that's great. Well, I just see people saying that I needed the pee bottle from my PI work.
Oh no, we didn't say anything. We just speculated on that.
Nope.
Yeah, we speculated.
You did that on your own. You took off running. Yeah,
that's fair.
It was completely you.
I had a Phil scenario. My toddler was trying to break in, so I had to go. Stop him. That's fine.
Fair enough.
I mean, he's fine. He can be on camera. He can talk some smack. We'll tell him.
Yeah, like my son kept standing right over here, my 5-year-old, and he's like, I'm like, dude, you can peek in if you want. You're fine.
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean,
it's a family. It's a family show unless
it is.
Soforo's busting out F words.
I'll stop it. I'll slow it down. Hey, right now,
we're good.
They might be good F bombs. I think about back. I remember 2009. Edgar Sosa hit that one shot. I was at my friend's house. They're very very like I'm Christian.
Oh,
but they're very very Christian.
Pass. What are you doing?
And all I remember was yelling F. Okay, you all are ahead of me.
My bad. Sorry, I gotta stop.
No, you're good. I didn't want to talk. No, you're good. I just didn't want to talk over something big happening right now. That's what I meant. But I just remember dropping the F when Sosa hit that three. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'll have that moment tonight if something like that, but just give me something to be excited about.
Yeah.
Turn me on a little bit.
Hey. All right. Come on. Good defensive
71, 2:26 left to go in the second half. There has been some bunnies missed by both parties. I think that was Caleb Glenn missed the bunny, and then was that Hatfield as Mike James and the foul. Okay.
There we go. Come on.
Yep.
Let's knock him down, Mike.
Let me see if I can get up to date.
That is the one thing we've been good at all season. Seems like free throws. So let's hit them.
Even last year, they could hit free throws. Come on, Soforo. Year 3 loading, baby. 71-71.
Score update. St. John's just beat Providence 75-73.
Kim English. That was the name we talked about earlier today, Rummage.
Yes, he's out.
Boy, we were going through Ken Palm. We were hitting rock bottom, man. We were just like, oh, my God.
And little did we know we wouldn't even be looking for a coach.
Stop. I can't do this.
There we go, Mike. All right, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Knock him down, Mike. Yeah, knock him down. I don't know if he's clapping for the first or the second one or something that happened in the first
26 points for Mike James, a new career high. So there you go for Mike James.
There we go, Mike. What was his previous? In Virginia last year, probably? I think he had 25.
Maybe? Yeah, give or take. I mean, that wasn't Chris McEnroe's talent.
Come on.
Get the rebound. There we go.
Sky Clark fighting with Brandon
Ward.
Go for it.
There we go. Good boy, baby.
1:46 to go. Louisville up 73-71. Oh, he picked it.
Big bucket here.
Okay.
Sky, just be a pro, baby. Just be a pro.
Yes. Oh, God. I get worried when he does not have the ball in his hands.
There we go, Sky. Just go to work, baby.
There we go. Okay.
Overtime elite, baby. That's what you got to do.
Get him. See? Just be a pro. Come on now.
Come on, D.
Yep. Yep.
But even like, I know it sounds. Look, I know I'm going to sound like Ted Lasso in the sports psychologist. Even though those 3 players ran up to him when he went down on the floor right there. Like, I feel like I haven't. You see it, but it's kind of lackadaisical walking him. This is stuff Eric Crawford's talking about. Like, that matters. It shows energy. Yeah. And it's like, even when Missouri lost to Kentucky last night, he said they didn't quit. And regardless, I don't think the team quit, but it looks like it at times. And you're not seeing that tonight as a free throw short. Caleb Glenn with a man's rebound. My God.
Get him, Caleb.
Rebound.
Come on, baby. Show it to him.
Put some points on the board.
What did he call?
Come on.
He called. Oh my God!
Wow.
What?
On who?
10 seconds on Sky Clark. I think he called 10 seconds. Gets the rebound.
No way.
I don't think I've seen Danny Manning stand up this long.
They're all cool.
Wow. Baby. Oh my God. He called 10 seconds. Like,
that
is the fastest trigger I have ever. Look, I know we scoff at Curran on stuff for being like snake bit and all that stuff.
Wow.
That is the definition right there.
That wasn't. I mean, yeah.
He got the rebound. Look at this. Look, it comes off. They start the clock as soon as that is the fastest second all the. So he gets it.
Wow.
So they started the shot. They started the shot clock on the. That's what they're going off of. So.
Oh my God.
He's not even. But the thing is, he's not even doing. The ref on the other side isn't even doing like the hand gesture.
Yeah.
The one that called it on him.
That's garbage. It's garbage.
I mean, you could legitimately call 10 seconds.
It's been a conspiracy.
Okay, here it is.
It's been a conspiracy against Kenny Payne.
Look when it goes off. Look when it goes
It
off.
has.
Time starts now, doesn't even have possession, and it goes off there. So he comes down. That's when you should start, is when you fully get possession and come down on your feet, not when you touch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me ask you guys really quick while we're all on here.
Mm-hmm.
What if they win? Okay, I know in the big scheme of things it means very. I get that.
No, I'm fascinated what that conversation is. I'm with you.
Yeah. Like
they have to win more than just Miami.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. We know that, but
yeah, thank you. But Miami is not a third year. I just want to be clear on that.
But to Rummage's point, a Final Four team.
I think you extend them tonight. That's it. This is the extension.
Extension game.
But I'm like, what are we talking about tomorrow now? Like, is it like,
because you've gone zero to coaching, so you have to give them credit where credit is due. I'm with you. I'm fascinated what that conversation's like.
Wow, they gave it back. Yeah.
Wow.
Personal opinion, I feel like it's just
probably got away with the foul right there, but
yeah.
Good D, baby. Come on.
That's a foul. Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't want to just sound so ingrained in my position. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just come out here and just say it's a one-off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. What I think you do,
you're going to.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm still there. But I think what I say is maybe I just like at this point, because I've already kind of like cooled my engines a little bit with the anger. Like, maybe I just sit back and see what the next few games had. Like, because I know I still know where we are. I still know we're moving on.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes. But
then it becomes. Go ahead, finish your thought. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interject.
But no, I know what you're saying though. Like, what do we do? Am I going to say we needed to wait until 16 games in for things to start happening, for you to see development, to see coaching? Because like this game is honestly the first time I've seen Danny Manning stand up for 70% of the game. Or at least the second half.
Right now. He's coaching right now. Look at Danny Manning, baby. Get him, Danny.
You know what? Actually, that's my pivot. It's Danny Manning. Danny Manning decided to coach. Big boy decided to show up and do some coaching, and that's what happened. Kenny Payne, sit back down. It's Danny Manning's show. Give him the reins.
Danny time, baby.
Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead. I know you had to.
No. I think it's because everything up until this point has been zero to coaching search, and for this, I think it allows something that, like Eric Crawford pointed out in his article, I should give him royalties for much credit I'm giving him tonight. But the things that you wanted to see, these are some of the things that you want to see. This team was in the Final Four last year. Is it the same team? No, but they're 11-3 on the year. And you've seen it combats some of the things that you've seen over and over again. This team, yes, it has talent. It has talent. Are they young? Absolutely. But there's talent on this team. It's all the other things. Now, I guess, does that conversation gravitate toward, okay, do you think you can win a national championship or Final Fours with Kenny Payne?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Right
now. And therein lies the overalling jarring concern for most fans. And that may not be fair to Kenny Payne because he's got to grow into the job. But I think, and you can make that argument for a handful of individuals that could be on the list if you move on from Kenny Payne. Is there anyone on there that you think that, because that's ultimately what the goal is at a place like U of L? And
I think it's
right
simply
now, I think no one does.
I think it just simply raises some eyebrows for Saturday. Mm-hmm. I think, honestly, a win like this, I think people will go, okay, what is it, NC State Saturday? I think. I might be wrong on that.
I'll check. You go ahead and, yeah.
But, I mean, unless
it's NC State on the beautiful CW. Hopefully it's our buddy.
Hey, I know. But, I mean, unless something insane happens, and I don't want to jinx it, I mean, it looks like they're going to get out of here with a dub.
77-71, 42.7 seconds left. Rummage, you better knock on something right now.
Yeah, NC State, noon. I guess we're doing this again. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. Noon, NC State, yeah, at home. Do the fans show out? Do the fans come out now? Like,
I mean, I don't know that
it's
packed, but I think it raises some intrigue. I mean, what if, because it can go two ways. You could come out Saturday, get spanked by NC State, and it's like, okay, that was a weird game.
We're right
or
back.
You beat NC State, and you're like, okay. I mean, now both eyebrows are raised. You know, you're like, okay, I'm kind of watching.
Like
You know,
I was partly saying this tongue in cheek, but seriously, watch Danny
yeah,
Manning today. Like,
yeah.
I'm not
No,
trying to
you're
say
right.
that's the
You're right.
story tomorrow, but to me that is the story tomorrow. It's
Mhm.
he got off his ass and he did some coaching, and look how they're performing. Like
Yeah, I
in
mean,
that huddle, he was the guy. Like you had Kenny saying some things, but he was the guy fired up. He was the guy really like to me driving this team right now to hopefully close out this game with 34 seconds left for me.
Brandon Huntley Hatfield gets a big rebound up 79
Huge
71
rebound.
28
Yep.
28.7 seconds to go. But no, like the energy and the stuff that you're seeing, like defensively, look, there's been some very, very bad defensive possessions, or whether you've tried to go defensively, you have concerns about. But I mean,
Mhm.
the second half, I've seen some moments where I'm like, okay, they're rotating.
Yeah.
They're doing they're doing some stuff as Brandon Huntley Hatfield comes up a little short and the ball just goes dribbling past them. Got to make that there, but yeah, it looks like they're jarring. And again, with this team, you never know. It
Yeah.
looks like it's heading in the direction that they are going to win in Miami, which I'm sure is just like playing in Death Valley.
I just want to know what happened. Like, did Danny get some good like beach time? Did Miami? Did they do it to him? Did the aliens replace him? Is this actually one of the aliens from the mall? Is that what happened?
I think it was the dash clip read, and then
That's what it was,
maybe
yeah.
the cardinal bird that flew into my garage. I'm thinking those
Good
are the
vibes.
omens, man. Yeah, oh yeah. Good omens.
KP is working these fools. Did we lose Steve?
Look at Seth Greenberg. Look at Seth Greenberg glistening in his plaid blazer down there. Yeah, he's like, I'm not watching the end of this with you buffoons. I'm watching Louisville lose right here.
Mabin's calling.
Good rebound. Okay.
All right, looks like they're going to dribble out, not foul. Louisville is going to get a win in Miami, 80-71. Tyler Johnson. Oh my goodness!
I mean, let's go.
Props to the coaching staff, I guess. I mean, you know,
God,
I said it.
Isolate that.
I know. I said it
for the mixtape for yourself.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like from what I'm seeing, I'm sorry. It's Danny Manning to me. It's Danny. It's him.
KP
It's him.
better do a 45-minute post game with Bob and Paul and just
I can only
just
imagine.
take victory laps.
Yep. We have a giveaway to do. My guy.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have to read it. Yeah, y'all are gonna have to read it. I'm doing this on my phone, so I don't have the read in front of me. So apologies.
Well, no, we did the read earlier. If you want to do the read, go ahead. Do you want me to do the read? Do you want to do the read? Who wants to do the read?
Have at it, Justin.
I can't because this is my my camera is my phone right now. So unfortunately, I'm not doing it.
I have no idea if Steve intends to come back, but anyway, I'll go ahead and just throw this up there. Thank you to our sponsor we'll just say this was brought to you by our friends over at Dash Clip. The-clip.com is where you can find all their good stuff. We are doing a giveaway today. Thanks to the support of them. Like I said, we threw it up here. Really good quality product. I probably should block that out so you don't have my address and all the other stuff on there. But really good product. Really love these wallets. Like I said, one thing I can really say is most wallets are bulky and comfortable. You wear in the back pocket. It constantly you said it too, and it's funny, but it does mess up my spine. It caused me serious issues, back pain. And switching to these and using this thing, you can put it right in your front pocket and not worry about it. It keeps all your cards nice and safe with the cool card ejector that you have right here, as well as your ID, cash, anything you need on there. One of the cool things too that they definitely do that I love is they definitely help out with some of the local different foundations, especially the Mental Health Foundation, looking out for men's mental health, and really something that isn't focused on nearly enough. They give back a portion of all their sales to them. So definitely a good company, good brand to support. Without any further ado, though, Andrew, do you want to pick out the winner? Do you have a winner today, or do I need to do it?
Go for it, because I can't really see anything. So.
Okay. So I am right now, what I'm doing is I'm going through the YouTube stream and the chat, and I'm just opening it up and down, and I'm just letting this, we'll come up with a better way to do this.
Take me out to dinner first.
Right, exactly. I am riding this thing hard, and we're going to see who is going to win, and now I am going to stop it. And the winner is Uploaded. Uploaded is today's winner for our giveaway. Reach out to us. You can reach out to me on Twitter. I have it down here. I need to make you all graphics for that. I am at Justin Soforo. He is at Andrew Bosch, and of course, you can reach out to Phil Baker at Phil__Baker. Reach out to one of us. Definitely make sure. Let's reach out to Andrew Bosch, at Andrew BAISCH. He's the one who will have that and can hook you up right away. So, thank you to the Dash Clip, and thank you to all of you all who watch this. Definitely, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, all that good stuff, guys. Before we wrap it up, because I know you guys are going to get to the post-game show and be listening to that. Is it Taylor Lynch tonight? Is he the guy? He going to win?
I believe Ethan Moore, but I don't have the promo sheet in front of me. I think that's what Double D said earlier.
Okay, Ethan Moore actually gets. Was it Ethan who always got the wins? Who was it early on?
It was Ethan, and Taylor did not. Yes.
There you go. Okay, well, once again, right back.
Yeah. By the way, did you see Seth Greenberg and KP having a Cal KP moment?
Did they? No, I didn't see that.
I mean, it was. I didn't want to. You were doing a great job in your read. I didn't want to interject, but man, they were getting hot and heavy there. So, all right, boys, let me get out of here, man. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, man.
Yes,
we'll see you, man. Andrew, if you want to just hang out while I close this thing out, and we will
absolutely.
Do this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. Nice to have somebody to bounce these back off. We are working to grow this thing and kind of create something special here. And I think, with guys like Romans, guys like you, guys like Phil, hopefully guys like SVT, if he wants to come back and join us some more, we can definitely create something special here. One thing that you guys can do to really support us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I know I'm sounding repetitive. I know I'm saying it a lot because that's really, really important for what we do here. It's free content. It's free stuff and a free community that we're really trying to build here. So if you haven't already, please do all those things. One of the things that I really want to touch on is really just trying to create this and try to make it be something something for the future that we can kind of look forward to in better times with better things in Louisville basketball. And right now, we got a little glimpse of what better could look like at Louisville basketball. Again, my credit, I could be wrong, maybe, but the way I look at it was coaching up by Danny Manning. I can't believe I'm saying it right now, but I feel like his energy, I haven't seen that energy all season, and that's kind of what I took away from this in the end, is that he kind of willed the team to a victory. I'm not trying to just take anything away from Kenny Payne in this, but that's what I saw. What'd you see today?
I saw effort. I saw effort. I saw the guys doing the best they could. I didn't see an offensive plan that was like, okay, it's the game plan getting them this victory. No, I just saw effort. Guys, They went out there and fought. They got the win. I give all the credit to the guys on the court.
Yep, absolutely. Dennis says it's fun for a married dude. Can't get together with boys very often. Appreciate it. We know it. That's Once you hit 30, once you have kids, it's over. Like we haven't done nearly as much.
Thanks for joining, Dennis.
Exactly. Put the weed down, man.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. And then Jonathan, definitely a top 10 win in the Kenny Payne era, and that is perfect. I think that's where we will end it. Definitely a top 10 victory for Kenny Payne. Thank you guys again so much. Like, subscribe, hit that freaking bell. We will see you guys next time. Go Cards.
Let's go.